Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing Saturday. Today is January 8th, 2022. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Crazy Crime Chick. I discuss different true crime cases. I do videos and live discussions. So if that's something you're interested, please stick around, hit that subscribe button and all notifications so you never miss any uploads by me. And to my returning subscribers and my members, it is you guys that I continue to do what I do here, and that's bring you guys these crazy ass discussions like what we're going to talk about today. Now, I just want to say that the more information that we learn when it comes to Ethan Crumbley and his parents and the red flags, the more I get upset. Now, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to read something to you. So I basically have just been going back and checking for any updates regarding any of the cases that I have been covering. And this is one of them that I covered from the beginning. It is the Ethan Crumbley case. If you don't know that case, you guys, I will link one of the most recent videos I did for it up on top somewhere. But you can also go to my channel and just check out all the videos and live discussions that I've done with it. But basically, Ethan is a 15-year-old. He was a sophomore at Oakford High School in Michigan. And on November 30th, he is being accused of going to the school and shooting it up. And there are 4 lives that have been lost because of it. Now, Ethan is being charged as an adult with 1 count of terrorism, 4 counts of first-degree murder, 7 counts of assault with intent to murder, 12 counts of possession of a firearm, and the commission of a felony. Now, we have learned, and I've done other videos about it, like I just said, of the drawing and what was on the drawing. And now we're learning more information, as you can see on your screen. Now it says prosecutors, Michigan shooting, school shooting, suspect texts mom about demons and ghost. And this is Ethan. This was him per a Zoom hearing he had on Friday, which I'm going to go over right after this. But it says Michigan school shooting suspect Ethan Crumbley texted his mother about demons and ghosts. Just one of the several disturbing signs his parents ignored leading up to the tragic slaughter at Oxford High School. The 15-year-old videotaped himself torturing animals. He made a Molotov cocktail, if I'm not saying that correct. Sorry. I have no idea what that was, so I had to go look it up, and I'm just going to insert right here a photo of what that is and the definition of it, okay? Because I personally didn't know what that was, but it says that he made this cocktail at home, and it's extremely alarming, and no, it is not one that you drink. Now it says he drew a sketch of himself shooting up his school in his journal. We already went over that. And then it says Oakland County Assistant Prosecutor Mark Keast said in court. Now it also says that Ethan also once texted a friend saying it's time to shoot up a school. Just kidding. Now I tell you guys, it's so upsetting to learn all of these red flags that were there and the parents just ignored it. And it's interesting that we keep learning that Ethan had more contact with his mom regarding these text messages that we're seeing. If you remember in the other court hearing, it was released that he was sending his mom text messages saying something about his mind. And here we are now learning that he also texted her about demons and ghosts. So you guys, as a parent, again, this is very upsetting to know that this 15-year-old fell through the cracks with his family. And I'm just putting it out there. You can disagree, and I'm not taking away what he did. He did a horrendous crime, but there were so many signs, and I want to know what was done. Because so far, like I said before, nothing. But they bought him a gun. Now it says that the boy is being accused of killing 4 students and a teacher. No, that is not correct. 4 lives were lost. Students, and there were multiple people hurt, one including a teacher. Let's see. Now, again, it says the revelations about the teen's behavior in the months leading up to the attack came as Keith successfully argued that the court should not reduce the $500,000 bond set for the parents, Jennifer and James Crumbley. I put that up on my community page. They had a bond hearing. It was denied. And in this hearing, I guess this is when all of this new information, all these red flags were brought to light regarding Ethan and these text messages and stuff. Now, this is Ethan's parents again, James and Jennifer. It says the pair who have been charged with 4 counts of voluntary manslaughter, and this is again Ethan's parents, Jennifer and James. They're being accused of allowing their son to access the 9mm handgun. Now it says he alleged used to massacre his classmates and ignoring key warning signs before the attack, which I personally agree with that. Completely ignored. I'm sorry. Now it says Key said on March text describing a demon. Now the prosecutor said that in March the text describing a demon or ghost in the house were sent multiple times. Wow, multiple times he's sending these text messages to his mother. And sometimes it would take Jennifer Crumbley hours to reply. Are you freaking kidding me? Wow. He also wrote several times about demons in his journal. The teen also bought a Nazi coin on Amazon that he displayed in his room and drew Nazi symbols in a notebook shared by all members of the family. So meaning that the family was aware of that too. And again, this would be the drawing that was the teacher found with Ethan, and his parents were called, shown the drawing, and he was left at the school that day, and lives were lost after that. Now it goes on to say, the evidence shows a 15-year-old who has repeatedly informed his parents that he was hallucinating, you guys. Oh my gosh, it just gets worse and worse with this. The same 15-year-old who continuously demonstrated tendencies that were worrisome, all but able to be found by his parents. Now, the prosecutor said. Keast also said a friend of Ethan Crumbley moved away in October. He said this had an impact on the teen that his parents acknowledged but failed to address. Not a shocker. Another notebook that was not hidden had photos of guns on every page. Yet 45-year-old dad James bought the handgun his son is accused of using to slaughter his classmates just 4 days earlier on Black Friday as an early Christmas present for the teen. And the parents did not remove the teen from school when he was found earlier on the day of the shooting. You know, when he drew this drawing, this disturbing drawing of if it looks like him attacking the school. Now this is a photo that Ethan actually updated on his Instagram. This looks like Instagram, and it says, Ethan Crumbley just got my new baby today. And yeah, he says, ask any questions, I will answer. Clearly looking for attention, in my opinion, right there. Now it does go on to say that the district court judge, Julie Nicholson, refused to lower the bond regarding the parents, concluding the parents were a flight risk. I agree. They're saying the charges in the case are too serious. Crumbley, Ethan, again, separately appeared by video from jail for a brief hearing Friday in which he waived his rights to a probable cause hearing in the case. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play that part of the hearing.
Good morning. Good morning. That's okay. You can be seated. So, still no jail connection? Okay. Sure. You can start admitting everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. We're just waiting for the jail to connect, and they're doing that right now.
Great. Judge, did the court receive the signed form?
Yes, thank you. We just got it. Okay, calling the case of People versus Ethan Crumbley. This is case number 216611. Your appearances, please.
Thank you, Judge. Mark Keast on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Prosecutor Kelly Collins appearing on behalf of the people as well.
And I think you're muted, Ms. McDonald.
Thank you. Sarah McDonald on behalf of the people.
Thank you. And
Good morning, Your Honor. Paulette Michelle Lofton on behalf of Mr. Crumbley, and we are agreeing to appear by Zoom this morning.
Thank you. Ms. Hop
Good morning, Your Honor. Amy Hop on behalf of Ethan Crumbley.
and Ms. McKelvey.
Good morning, Your Honor. Deborah H. McKelvey, court-appointed guardian ad litem for Ethan Crumbley, and I have no objections to proceeding with this matter on Zoom this morning.
Thank you. Mr. Crumbley, this is Judge Karniak. Could you please state your name for us?
Robert Crumbley.
Mr. Crumbley, if any time you cannot hear or understand myself or any of the parties to the proceeding, will you please let the court know?
Yes.
And we're handling this proceeding today remotely instead of in person at the courthouse. Is that with your consent, Mr. Crumbley?
Yes.
Okay, great. So this is the date and time scheduled for a probable cause conference. And I do see and have received just a few moments ago a written waiver of a preliminary exam. So I just want to address that briefly. Ethan, you do have a right to a preliminary exam. You understand that?
Yes.
And it's my understanding that you have met with your attorneys, not once, but twice. You met with Ms. Lofton and Ms. McKelvey in order to discuss this matter regarding your preliminary exam. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And there was a form called waiver of preliminary exam. Did you receive that, Mr. Crumbley?
Yes.
And did you read it and review it with your attorneys? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Did you read that form and review it with your attorneys?
Sorry, yes.
And did you understand it?
Yes.
And do you have any questions of the court regarding any of those rights?
No.
And you signed that document, correct?
Yes.
So you've been advised by two attorneys, but I'm also going to, on the record, just to make sure that you have absolutely no questions, also review those rights with you. So at a preliminary exam, it'd be up to the people to show two things: probable cause to believe a crime was committed and probable cause to believe you were the person that committed that crime. If the people were unable to prove both of those, then the case would be dismissed. Do you understand?
Yes.
Knowing that, is it still your desire to waive your right to a preliminary exam?
Yes.
By waiving your right to a preliminary exam, you'll automatically be bound over to circuit court as charged, and you will not have a chance to come back to this court for any reason as it relates to these cases. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Knowing that, is it still your desire to waive your right to a preliminary exam?
Yes.
Has anybody threatened you or promised you anything to waive your right to a preliminary exam?
No.
Thank you. I do see there is a written waiver, but I just want to verify the people also waive their right to a preliminary exam. Is that correct?
We do, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, great. Your preliminary exam will be waived. You will be bound over to circuit court as charged. As it relates to bond, it's my understanding that that issue will be addressed in the next 2 weeks pursuant to a newly enacted statute, a federal statute. And both sides would like some time to prepare for that. So instead of me retaining jurisdiction for that purpose, there will be a hearing that will be set before the Oakland County Circuit Judge within the next 2 weeks pursuant to that federal law. Anything else?
Judge, no,
Yes.
thank you, Judge, for mentioning that. I did want to place on the record that we did have a status conference this week with the attorneys and Your Honor and discussed the appropriate venue for that motion regarding the continued detention of the defendant in the Oakland County Jail to be the Oakland County Circuit Court. I know Ms. Lofton has communicated with the Circuit Court, and they are agreeable to setting the hearing for us the next 2 weeks.
Great.
That is correct.
Wonderful. Thank you for placing that on the record. Anything
Your
else?
Honor, and additionally, I had an opportunity to discuss that exact issue with Mr. Crumbley as well, and he understands that there will be a separate hearing at Circuit Court to address that issue and that it will not be addressed with you today.
Thank you, Ms. McKelvey, for putting that on the record. Anything else anybody wants to state on the record before I lose jurisdiction?
Not from the people. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you
Nothing
all
from
for your
defense, Your Honor.
professionalism and your cooperation. The court truly appreciates it. Take care.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So Ethan's next court hearing is going to be on January 14th at 9 a.m. So of course, I'll keep you guys updated with that. Let's look now to see about that bond hearing with the parents. This is going to be from Detroit Free Press, and it says, prosecutor, Oxford school shooters' parents asked for vodka orange juice while in hiding. I mean, hey, I ain't going to complain about that drink. That is Ethan's mother, Jennifer Crumbley. Now it says the prosecution on Friday convinced a judge to keep the parents of the Oxford school shooting suspect locked up on a $500,000 bond, saying the couple can't be trusted not to flee given their actions following the November event. According to the prosecution, in the 2 days after the event, James and Jennifer Crumbley left their home in Oakland County. They bought 4 burner cell phones, drained their son's bank account. Wow. Their son's bank account? Are you freaking kidding me? Was this your son's bank account that he himself saved money because we know he worked? Or did you put money in this bank account for him when he was little and you drained it? Wow. This is something I'm learning right now. Spent the night in a hotel and then hid out in an abandoned building in Detroit where police found them crouched on a mattress with $6,600 in cash, it says. Now, again, this is Ethan's parents, Jennifer and James Crumbley. Now, almost half of the money was their son's, prosecutor said, alleging the Crumbleys took $3,000 out of the teenager's account and left him with 99 cents. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't even, I'm just going to shut up right now. While in hiding, the Crumbleys also asked a friend to bring them vodka and orange juice, the prosecution said, noting the couple only left the building for a smoke and to hide in their car. Oakland County Prosecutor Karen McDonald, who, seriously, she don't play around, disclosed these details in an effort to block the Crumbleys from having their bond lowered to $100,000 cash. The Crumbleys are facing involuntary manslaughter charges in the shooting that left 4 dead and 7 other injured, including a teacher. There you go. That's what is the correct information, unlike the other report. Now it says the prosecutor said the couple bought their son the gun that he used to shoot up his school. It was an early Christmas present for the teen. Now it says the Crumbleys' lawyers, they're arguing that the reason their clients, Jennifer and James, the parents, that they took refuge in Detroit after the event at the school was because they had gotten death threats in Oakland County at their home. And it says their address was on the internet and that they were planning on turning themselves in. A friend of the Crumbleys also had said that the couple bought burner phones because the police had taken their cell phones after the event. McDonald, again, the prosecutor, disagreed with this, arguing the couple showed no signs of surrendering, given they were found with $6,600 in cash, 4 burner phones, 10 credit cards, and 4 gift cards when they were arrested in Detroit. They also didn't return their lawyers' calls, she said. Again, Jennifer Crumbley. These are not the actions of individuals who want to turn themselves in, McDonald said. There was a police station across the street from their hotel. Wow. They didn't turn themselves in. They fled to another town and nothing prevented them from staying in Oakland County. McDonald also argued that the Crumbleys have no ties to Michigan. James and Jennifer Crumbley's families are in Florida. alleging that makes them an even greater risk flight. Now it says, she said the Crumbleys, again, McDonald said the Crumbleys have been in communication with their families in Florida since the event and are in the process of selling their home and horses. The defense said the Crumbleys have to sell their home because it is not safe for them to live in Oakland County. At the bond hearing, defense attorney Mara Lehman also lambasted the prosecution for disclosing personal information about the mom, specifically that she was having an affair while her son allegedly was spiraling out of control. If you guys remember that, we covered it last time, but it looks like mom was having an affair while her son was sending text messages and everything to her. Yeah. It also says that the affair allegation is misleading and irrelevant. Actually, I don't think so, because you're too busy living your life to care about your son's red flags that should have been prevented. I think it shows just that the mom ignored all the red flags and was too busy caring about her own needs. There is no conflict. We have explained and discussed the matter of extramarital relationships with our clients, and there are no issues. Well, of course, there's none now. They're in jail. Lehman also disputed claims by the prosecution that the Crumbleys did not properly secure the gun, alleging that Ethan Crumbley's discussed in his journal not being able to find the gun. In Ethan's journal, it says that he states that he had to find where his dad hid the firearm. So allegedly they're saying that in the journal, it's saying that Ethan wrote down he had to find the gun. Now, Lehman also argued that the parents had no idea their son was torturing animals, as prosecutors have alleged, nor did they know that he kept a bird's head under his bed for 6 months. Wow, we didn't know it was 6 months, you guys. Wouldn't that smell, though? Maybe he's 15 years old. His room's a mess. The mom just figured it was that, maybe? I don't know. His parents were completely unaware that Ethan had engaged in any torturous behaviors, adding they had no idea of any bird head. Prosecutors have argued that the parents could have prevented this event, that if they paid closer attention to their son, gotten him mental health treatment, and informed school officials that they had bought him a gun when they called the parents to the school to report the boy's troubling behavior. On the day of the event, Ethan Crumbley had drawn a picture of a gun on a math paper and the words, "The thoughts won't stop, help me." So clearly, you guys, there are signs that Ethan showed that definitely were lost. I'm blown away by some of this new information. The parents withdrew all his money. I mean, I know what people are going to say. Well, he's in there for life pretty much. So, but still, my gosh, this is just bad. This is so bad, you guys. I don't know. So I'm going to wrap up this. Again, I just wanted to pop on here for this quick update with you guys and go over it. I have another premiere dropping later on today for the Harmony Montgomery case. Again, that's going to be going over Kayla Montgomery's warrant documents. So keep a lookout for that. And as always, I hope you guys enjoy your Saturday. Do something fun today. Laugh. Eat some good food. Enjoy some good drinks. So that's, unfortunately, I can't do that right now because I got to go to the gym. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. And as always, I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.